What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with our weekly Tesla update video where we'll take a look at how Tesla stock traded this past week, some key support and resistance levels that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Tesla stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts are on Tesla, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me pull up Tesla real quick here, and I will hit record. What we see is Tesla had a monster week this past week. We are talking all-time highs after all-time highs, setting records every day. This is also the week where Elon Musk became the richest person alive, crossing Jeff Bezos of Amazon, right? So great week for Tesla overall. Just on Friday, we were up $64 almost a share, 7.84%. Now we did see a little bit of a pullback in the after hours, but that's something that we were expecting, right? With the amount that it has pulled up in the past couple of days, and the week before as well. So that's something that we were expecting. So let's take a look at the 5-day chart and we'll kind of see what we see. So starting the week off in the low 700s, right? We're talking 717-ish. We pushed up a little bit, right? Sold off all that, and then kind of were a little bit up for the day near the 729s. Then we saw a little bit of a sell-off on Tuesday to start the day. Then we came into the 732 level and closed above that level. Wednesday is where the run really started for the week, where we went from 730s from the day before to 773. And then coming back to bounce from the 749 level before closing 760s, gapping up a little. And this was a day where we went from 775 to 820s. And then the next day we went from kind of the 840s, right, to 884s. That's the all-time high of Tesla currently. And then kind of closed at 880. Now we're at 867.51. So let's take a look at the daily chart and we'll kind of see what we see in terms of support and resistance coming up. So as you can see, in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days, we've gone from a low of 668 to a high of 880. So that's more than a $210 increase a share in just a matter of 6 days, right? So Tesla is up more than 20% already in 2021, and we've only had one trading week, which is insane. So because of that, right, I'm a little bit cautious right now of the potential of a pullback. Not saying the stock's gonna crash, not saying Tesla's gonna go back to like 500 or something, right? But I'm talking about more of a healthy, normal, good for the stock pullback that'll kind of, see some people taking their profits. We fall a little bit and then we push right back up, right? So let's take a look at some levels where that could happen, and then we'll kind of see if we can get an understanding of where the stock could be headed next, and maybe we see 900 soon, right? So we are at this level right here. We've identified 847 as a first level of support if we were to sell off. Now, considering we sold off a little bit after hours already, if we see this continue, first level that I'm watching is this 847 level. But that's only a $20 sell-off, right? We saw $12 already happen. So if we see more than that, right, what we have is an instance where we could see a little bit of a gap fill happening as well, right? So our open for here was 856, our close here was 816. So, we could see a little bit of a gap fill happening as well if we were to get down to this 847 level, and that gap fill will take us all the way to kind of the 816s. If we still keep falling, I think another level of support is at 775. We've got the AEMA at 765. So 775, 765, and then 749. Those are all levels that I'm personally watching if we see a little bit of profit taking. Like I said, a little bit of profit taking would be healthy. Could pull back a little, kind of gather energy here between these two levels and then go. So that's what I'll be watching out for. Again, just to sum that up, first level 847, but that's only $20. So if that's not enough, we gap fill to here to kind of the 814s. Then I think 800 would be a nice mental resistance as well before we drop to 775, and eventually, if we keep going, to the AEMA at 765. One thing that I've really liked seeing with the stock is how it closes above the AEMA. I've talked about this multiple times, but we've seen it close above the AEMA all days other than this one day right here where we closed at 640 and the AEMA was 643. But even then, that was a $4 jump. But pretty much back since November 17th, when we've seen this run happening after the S&P inclusion announcement, right? It's had a massive run, but a little bit kind of, you can see from the past 6 days that it looks a little bit extended, right? After all these runs, right? You take a look at this run from 1117 to 1130, little bit of a pullback, bounce to the AEMA, then go, run up, bounce to the AEMA, then go. So maybe we see a pullback. Now, I'm not saying that it has to come back to the AEMA because that's all the way at 765. But, if history is any indication, then it could potentially, see that happening, or at least, slow down just a little bit, right? Maybe a little bit of a sell-off, but it slows down, consolidates. The AEMA catches up, and then it starts to go again. And then the other thing that I want to look at is on the 4-hour chart. The 20-day moving average is also coming in at 790. So if we do drop below 800, that 790 could be a good support as well. This was a great week, like I said, for Tesla. They reported some numbers. They were able to sell 500,000 cars in 2020. Or really close to it. I think they're off by like 500 or so. Elon Musk became the richest person. And with the Democratic kind of Senate, right? Democratic controlled Senate, now House, Democratic controlled House presidency, and now Senate, right? After the Georgia elections happened this past week. This is great news for EV stocks, for companies specializing in clean energy, because we're expecting some bills around that, or maybe some subsidies. So good news for those companies, as we have a Democratic majority in all three of those. We could see more of a boom in EV and those clean energy stocks as well. So let me know what you guys think of Tesla, and I'd love to chat with you guys down in the comment section. Let's remember to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.